Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all of the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk. I'm joined, as always, by my brother Bill. Brother Bill is freshening up his drink, and he is here, ladies and gentlemen.
You know I gotta get my drink. Drink.
I am Jedi.
You probably thought I was rolling a blunt, didn't you, people? You little nerds. Guess what? I already rolled a blunt.
Already pre-rolled.
45 minutes ago. Some serious patience to not smoke this is what it took.
Today, guys, we are talking about episode 5 and 6 of Rings of Power and House of the Dragon, respectively.
House of the Dragon. And we're going to only be respectfully talking about one of them.
That's a little grammar joke for you guys. If you guys want to hear us talk about House of the Dragon, you can skip ahead, and you can check the time code and then skip ahead.
But if you want to stay here for the lambasting and stoning of motherfucking Amazon and its waste of motherfucking time and money, just hang out. Just hang out right here. But before you do, make sure you hit that little button down there. It says subscribe. And then right down over there to the leftish, somewhere, right around.
Somewhere
right
down there.
You want to hit the like button.
Yeah.
Or the dislike button, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Do what you feel. Engagement is engagement.
I think we're the most. We have the most views. There's not a channel with as many views as us.
Don't look that up.
No.
Sorry.
There's not a channel with as most views as us, as many views as us, with almost no dislikes. We almost have no dislikes.
That is true. We do.
I know y'all can't really see the dislikes no more, but just trust us. We almost get none. Almost none. That's a shout out to you and you and you and you. Thank you. We appreciate y'all, you nerds.
Yeah, thanks for the likes, guys.
You are too drunk Banthas. Now subscribe and like and share this, or else I'll die. Now let's talk about what we're talking about.
Let's first impressions of episode 5 of Rings of Power. Like, what were your thoughts on
Garbage.
This episode? Garbage.
If you were listening last week, you know that I said I wouldn't be surprised if we're sitting here at the end of the episode next week and we just now leaving Numenor. Well, we spent a good 10 days in Numenor for one episode, but we did, for some reason, not for some reason, but we did get a lot of, the Heartfoots. Well, we got some more. I wouldn't say a lot.
We got the Heartfoots back. Yeah, I think that's one of the problems with the show is that, like, they obviously want all these storylines to converge together at the end. But to do that, we have to spend way too much time on Numenor, I guess, or at least they're choosing to spend way too much time in Numenor.
All the words, make them make sense. Did nobody have to do that? Did nobody ask for that?
And because
they could have just called this Lord of the Rings Numenor.
And yeah, because of that, we're not getting like the more interesting characters like Nori and the Stranger or Alandir
or the dwarf dude.
Yeah, or Durin and all those characters like that are more interesting. We're not really getting enough of, and it's a weird choice because like you would think it's because they're spending so much time in Numenor, but they don't need to spend as much time as they are.
It's the only place they got an abundance of whites, so they got to stay there.
And let me just say really quick. I am just so disappointed in Amazon Prime. They spend all this goddamn money on this show, and their shows like Paper Girls that like look so like on a shoestring budget. Like that show would have been so much better if they put some fucking money into it. And like,
according to your breakdown, it was just bad though.
I didn't say it was just bad. Like, there's a lot of great things about it.
There was reasons that didn't have nothing to do with money that you gave that was...
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I don't think it would have saved them, but it would have looked better.
I was going to say something about, like, the budget in that video, but I was like, I feel like I already talked about this shit in Obi-Wan, about, like, how shows, like, don't have a good enough budget.
Then you become a trope if you start doing shit like that all the time.
Yeah, I want to say, like, the same shit over and over. But, yeah, like, it's so crazy that, like, yeah, this is the most expensive show ever, and, like, there's other... And, Boys, like, that is really well produced and looks really, really great.
It's The Boys. Boys might be some show that you don't want to talk about.
Oh, did I not say Boys?
You just said Boys is a good, look at that budget. They do a really good. I think it's just who's running the show, man. You know, if you have somebody who knows how to utilize the amount of money that they have, it doesn't matter what the amount of money that they're spending on the show. You can utilize it how you need to.
Yeah, two things are true. That is true. Like,
look at not just The Boys, but look at Invincible. Shoestring budget. Was able to put some amazing things together. So I'm just saying,
and animation is different.
Running the show. Yeah. Well, no, remember the animation was all stocky because they didn't have enough. But would you think to do that if you know what I'm saying, if you weren't an innovative thinker, if you weren't good at managing that situation, would you think to do that, or would you just try to do some shit that ends up not fucking looking good?
Right. Yeah, I feel like I don't know, showrunners or whoever's in charge of it are being like kind of more exclusive about letting the numbers of their budgets go. Because like I was trying to find the budget for Paper Girls, I couldn't find it. Trying to find I feel like I had to really dig for the budget for Obi-Wan. I don't know. It's like people are being kind of cagey about their budgets, but you know, it's weird how cagey like you said, some people. Some people.
I don't know why. That's what I heard.
But yeah, this show does like look great, but yeah, like the story is a little. It's not well balanced, and I think it's dragging it down a lot. I'm like one of the biggest defenders of this show, and I didn't like this episode.
We're basically, people, you guys know we're basically the Black Siskel and Ebert. For those guys who are old enough to know who that is.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to say something to take it back to them days, but in the words of a different critic, it stinks. It stinks.
The critic, one might say.
Yes, man, very bad. What was that dude's name? Oh, we'll remember. Put it in the comments.
I will say.
I was just saying the critic. I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah.
No, don't do it. Let everybody else do it. Okay. Put it in the comments.
I remember the actor John Lovitz, but yeah, if you guys remember the character.
Man, nigga, I was talking about John Lovitz. I said, who played him? Why you ruined the game?
Oh, I thought you. Oh, sorry. Ah, damn. Well, if you remember the character,
if you're really a friend, if you're really a subscriber, comment that Alex ruined the whole fucking thing. That's what you need to put in there in the bottom. You ruined it, Alex. You ruined it.
But like you mentioned earlier, the Harfoot's back. That's a plus. What did you think of the Harfoots?
The Harfoots are back in town. The Harfoots are back in town.
We get a little bit of the Harfoots in The Stranger. We'll get a little sing song.
It stinks.
Oh, you didn't like the Harfoots?
No, it was dumb. And then he hurt Nori, so they're scared. Why'd he hurt Nori? Nori hurt herself. I ain't never put my hands on somebody and then got hurt and then said, man, they shouldn't have did that. I don't know why did they hurt me like that? No, I put my hands on them. I put my hands on you.
Shout outs to Michael Shannon.
We need to interview him.
Oh, dude, man. I would love to have a conversation with Michael Shannon.
I would love to interview, and he's in that realm. Shout out to y'all. We're going to get this. Y'all making us so proud with the subscribes and the likes. We're going to end up doing another show soon, and it's going to be amazing. I appreciate y'all. We working on stuff over here for y'all.
But yeah, I like the Harfoot stuff. I just felt like we just didn't get enough. It just it was really.
That's why it stinks.
I am curious. So let me float a question to you, because this is something I started thinking about in this episode. What if the stranger is Sauron and not Gandalf?
It'd be like you saying, what if I wore a size 7 instead of a size 13? Because it's just it is not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like we said, this first two episodes, people were saying that all on the internet. I just don't. It just doesn't make sense. Sauron is already existing. He's already doing.
No, not Sauron. The names are all very similar, but Saruman.
Saruman. So you didn't say his whole name.
I did. I said Saruman. I
thought you said Sauron.
Oh, okay. I mean, because they sound exactly the same.
But anyway.
But yeah, just because I was looking into because I was trying to figure out when fucking Gandalf actually showed up.
I don't think he'd be Sauron. I mean Solomon, because he
Well, he's supposed to be the first wizard that shows up in Middle Earth. That's the only reason and maybe like Gandalf like
There's
comes
nothing
in
to say
the
that
last
there aren't
episode or
any
something.
wizards there already, though.
That's true. Because we haven't, maybe Saruman, it's a misdirect where we were supposed to think he's Gandalf, and then Saruman shows up in the last episode.
I think they're showing a whole bunch of shit to make you think that he's Sauron or Solomon or
just a
some negative person.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to set it up like, oh, he's gonna be bad, which is why all this stupid shit has to happen, leading up to what they're doing, but not being done well. I mean, that's probably the best thing that they're doing on the show is like Gandalf's reveal party, which is basically all this is. Because I don't see any point to anything yet. Like, yes, we're moving in a direction with the dwarfs, where the dwarfs are, trying to mine this light, but that's kind of already hit a pause. Like, they're basically not going to do that anymore. And then, like, the elves want some of the light too, but, we went through all that bullshit. We went 5 episodes to find that out. When we could have really did that the first episode, the second episode, the third episode. But we
only spend a couple minutes with them. So
I'm really interested to see the last 2 episodes for one reason and one reason alone. I feel like I've been grading a math test, and I've been reading this dude's work. Like, I'm reading how he got to this. I'm getting all the way to the bottom, and I'm like, I can't wait to see what this answer say, because he doing all kind of shit. And if you come to the end and motherfucker got the right answer, then I need to go back and check my work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So that's how I'm looking at this. Like, if we get to the end of this show and it somehow makes sense, and it somehow I go, oh, okay, I see why they did this. I see why they did that.
Right.
Then I'll give them a pass. But at this moment, it stinks.
Fair enough. I do.
You have a purse?
I have liked more episodes than I haven't liked. I didn't care for episodes 4 and 5. Even 4, which I didn't care for, had some cool shit like Alan Deer, like that fight scene where he catches the fucking arrow and then he's like, "Oh, let me throw it back at you." The whole chase scene. And
to
shit.
Your point, now you made a point that I'm about to make right now, but you did it in a different way. Now bro, that was like 5 seconds. The horse scene was longer than that. Okay, so why? I'm just saying the horse slow-mo scene, the smiley horse weird fucking scene. That scene was longer than one you're talking about, and I mean, like, can we have some more of that instead of more of the horse, or maybe more of that instead of watching what's his name, Idendir, or whatever his dude's daughter walking around and shit.
Who? Oh yeah. The daughter character could be completely taken out of the show, and nothing would change.
15 minutes of between the last 5 episodes, we have 15 minutes that could exist, or not. Just cut out 15 minutes. Like, this is a streaming show. It don't have to be a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
ask the people who run She-Hulk. Just put a fucking episode on this 10 goddamn minutes, and then fucking run credits for another 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah,
what the fuck was that? I'm sorry. We're going to be talking about She-Hulk, y'all. Just wait till it's over. When it's over, we dropping it.
Yeah, they do spend way too much time on Numenor, and there's a lot of other stuff that could be cut down. But I do again, I like the first 3 episodes, and I'm interested to see how it's all going.
I don't want to stay on this one too much longer, just because I feel like we got a lot of stuff to talk about in the House of Dragon. But I do want to say, even Heavy Spoilers said he might not cover the next 2 episodes and just wait until the end of it comes out and just cover the rest, cover the whole show, because he's like, I really am not enjoying myself. This episode really made it, because he also said it. I'm sure he said it before I said it, but I didn't watch it until after we did this podcast. He also said that I'm willing to bet. He's like, oh, I'm really hoping that it's not going to be 10 days in Numenor. And I was thinking, oh, I said the same thing. And then it was. And so then he goes, I really made a joke about it not being 10 days in Numenor, but they really did stay in Numenor the entire time. So, I'm going to feel, I don't want to be like the Lord of the Rings and stay on that shit too long. So let's talk about what we're talking about, my lord.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's talk about Hot D. What did you think of the new cast?
Well, I just got it removed the other day. I thought they were good because most of them. I mean, what do you mean the new cast? You mean the two girls? There's just two girls.
Two girls, and we also got the
kids.
Yeah.
They found all the new weirdest looking fucking kids to play those Targaryen boys. That's fact.
The Valorian. The Ray Ray's kids.
Yeah, boy, them boys.
Ray Ray's kids.
No, not Ray Ray's kids.
Sorry, no, but that's gonna be the name of this episode.
Can you put sunglasses on them? Like the digital sunglasses?
Yeah.
Can you do that? You put
we don't die, we multiply.
Put all of them, put all four of the fucking Targaryen children with fucking shades on and like this, boom.
Oh man, it's going to take me like so long, but I'm going to do that. This is not a production
meeting. Anyway.
But yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, the kids, fuck the kids, man. Fuck them kids, man.
I mean,
the show's gonna move so fast; those kids are not gonna be in this show very long either.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even talking.
No. You said but like I said, basically, your question is how do I like the new ladies that are on the show? The two new ladies, and they did great. I mean, uncanny fucking aging they did for these girls, right? Like, oh no, they are different girls. They all look exactly alike. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, the actress who plays Alicent, I feel like definitely looks spot on. The actress who plays Ray, they definitely like favor a lot.
Wait till that girl turns 30. She gonna look just like that. Watch.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of like what I just like how Ray should have more like wear and tear on her. She's got way more stress. The queen's just got to get fucked by the goddamn king. Ray got to worry about niggas trying to kill her and take her throne and basically, sabotage her children and like, is this realm gonna even accept me? Like, that's why I've always been Team Ray. I took up the black a long time ago. I'm going up to Castle Black.
Yeah, I mean, like I like the character Ray, obviously. But I wasn't like a big fan of her in this her character in this episode. Just like the way that her relationship with her husband seemed a little whack because she was getting real mad at him about like him like hanging out with his dude. When she's like,
that he was hanging out with his dude. It was that he was hanging out with his dude while he's supposed to be allegedly having a son. It's like, nigga. Don't you want to put up some pretend face? Like, pretend like your ass was happy that you was getting a baby brought into the world. Nigga, like, pretend like you was thinking the nigga was going to look like you. Like, pretend, nigga.
I mean, like,
don't show up. Don't show up after I just went, like, a boxing match, or I just had a show, or motherfucker, I had my piano recital. Don't show up and ask me how hard it was after you didn't see none of it, nigga. Don't show up and ask me a goddamn thing. I was with that. Like, nah, Lenore is out here acting crazy. He out here, gallivanting. That's what he was doing. That's exactly what that word is meant for. What he was doing was gallivanting. And, you can't be doing all that. You being mad disrespectful. Not to mention, just to point out as well that both of them were basically being super arrogant with their arrangement that they have made for themselves. Like, other niggas can see y'all.
Yeah, they both have been like very cavalier with their their respective shit, which is which is weird because I don't know. I guess like only matters when it does. Because we've obviously other kings have like slept around, other queens have slept around, but I guess it only matters when there's like a bastard
Does no one know how to pull out in Westeros?
Yeah, there's definitely
Every
no
time a
contraception
nigga put his dick into... No, fuck contraception. I've had sex a million times. Most of them, some of them, not some, most of them. I say 50% of them have taken place without contraception. And I still ain't getting bitches pregnant. I don't understand what they don't understand about how you get a baby.
Yeah, there's...
come on, man. Come on, strong. You ain't got to be strong all the time, bro. Like, pull out something, man. Pull out. I don't know. It's better on... I don't know. I don't want to say something to get us demonetized. Because I was about to say something, and I was like, you know what? You probably can't say that.
So yeah, like it seems like Kingsguard has absolutely no chill. Cause
I told
last
you.
episode,
I told you what's his name was the only one not fucking. Kingsguard be fucking. He the only one out here talking about some oath.
I mean, but at the same time, like, you know, they share the same temperament. If you say one thing, you can't be chill about it. You have to beat somebody to death in front of a bunch of people. It's like, dude.
No, he didn't do that because he was. That had nothing to do. Those two things aren't relatable.
So he didn't beat the shit out of Kristen Cole because of what he said.
No, he beat him up because of what he said, not because. No, you are making it like his Christians and his thing was similar. Like, I don't think it was. Like, dude threatened him. Kristen Cole was just talking shit and actually accused him and actually, like, dishonored him. Like, you know, in them times, you die when you do that.
I don't know.
Kristen Cole was being blackmailed and decided to say, well, I'm gonna fucking... But I don't play these games.
But it was obviously like everybody universally thought it was a bad decision to start the fight because he was like, you just pretty much confessed to the fact that like that's your kid by fighting him. That's what Allison
for
said,
strong,
that's what
exactly.
said.
But I'm talking about that's why it's different than Christian because he wasn't nobody knew anything. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, oh, you want to threaten me? Let me show you something. Bow. You know what I'm saying? It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt his status. It didn't knock him down in rank. He killed a nigga and it was over with. Like, it really didn't. He had no consequences from it whatsoever, and no one knew anything, and no one heard anything. Like with Strong, he's being disrespected in front of everybody,
right?
And accused of basically treason. Like, you know, not treason, I guess, but like, you know. He's accused of doing some shit that could get his ass either killed or fucking dishonored.
Right.
Let go. You know?
Yeah. At least get a pink slip from that.
He might find himself in a dungeon for a couple weeks and then get to go home and leave and go somewhere else, but take all your land, so you gotta find a different home. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see how vastly different those consequences and situations are? Like, dude is sitting in front of the king and you gonna say that I'm fucking the king's daughter. That's what you gonna say right now? And you the first nigga that fucked the king's daughter? So, like, why you gonna put it on me, nigga? We just be telling it. We gonna be telling stuff.
Right.
But see, obviously Strong doesn't know that. And see, he should have known it. See, you gotta get your Thrones game. You gotta get your Game of Thrones going. And see, he ain't got no game, you know? Sir Christian Strong. Or right. Sir, I don't know, Strong.
Sir Baby Daddy.
Sir Nigga Strong. Strong of broke. I think he was in the book. He's broke bones.
Okay.
Breaks bones.
Oh, okay.
But he becomes broke bones because Sir Christian beat the shit out of him. So they flip flop that.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of Christian, and then he died.
Yeah, we get 2 childbirths and 2 fires in this episode. We get childbirth opening up the episode, and then we get attempted childbirth.
There you go. We didn't get a childbirth.
2 childbirth scenes. Yeah.
2 childbirth attempts.
Yeah, Lyanna, we get to meet adult Lyanna, and then she immediately dies. She tries to give birth to Daemon's child. You know, they've apparently wed, had a couple kids, and she has complications in childbirth. But rather than, you know, I guess
lose the baby, that's all she was gonna do was just lose the baby.
But it seemed like they were saying that she was gonna die too, because
he was saying I can get the baby out and he was saying, would she survive that? Because then that's basically what they did to Varys's wife in the first episode. That's what he was talking about doing. He was like, would she survive? And he was like, no.
Right.
He ain't even try to bullshit him like the other dude did with the king. He was like,
But like, would she survive if like that just?
Yeah, she would survive. That's what. Yeah, the baby would just. That's what like happens. It's stillborn. The baby's probably already dead inside, which actually it is. It's like suffocated. The baby can't stay inside the womb forever. It has to come out, and if he doesn't come out, he'll suffocate and die. And they can remove the baby, but they can't.
If you're an OBGYN, please
I
leave
just
in the
told you,
comments.
nigga. Like, what are you talking about? Don't ask me not a goddamn thing, and you don't want to believe.
I was making a joke because we
you.
only have 3 minutes left. But yeah, like Daemon, like obviously, yeah, she kills herself by having Vhagar burn her alive.
She didn't have to. It's so sad.
Yeah, then new Littlefinger, who's working with Alicent, it seems like
Bigfoot, Clubfoot. It seems like if you got to have a weird name if you're gonna be like one of them dudes. He's Viserys Clubfoot.
Viserys Clubfoot
Killed his daddy and his brother. Same episode.
Yeah, that was some cold shit.
Same episode, same motherfucking fire. He cut these niggas' tongues out so that they could go out and perform some crazy, heinous acts and then not be able to tell nobody about it.
Yeah, that was wild. It doesn't seem like Alicent was down for any of that.
She said she wasn't, but she told him basically to do it.
Yeah, she's definitely seems like more conniving and bitter and angry this season. I mean, this episode.
I don't like her. Man.
It does feel like a new season.
She got a very white girl energy to her. You know what I'm saying? Like American white. She got it to her because she's like mad because somebody else's life is perceived to be better than hers.
Right.
That's really all it is. She mad because the old man humping on her, and this lady get to go hump on whatever she want to whenever she want to.
Yeah, and yeah, there's definitely that resentment, and
like
also
her dad made her go into an old ass man's room and fuck somebody, and her dad is letting her do whatever she wants to do, and that's all it is. It's jealousy.
Yeah, it's definitely resentment for sure, but then there's also just like the whispers in her like of her father in her ear talking about like how like the whole like
but you got to remember she hasn't seen her father in all these years. He's been out. So she's just, it's not the whispers of her father, it's the whispers of her insecurity. Constantly scared, one, that her son will be facing some kind of death, which, as you can tell, Rhaenyra has no intention to be killing her family. She just wants to be given what she was promised.
Right. No, yeah, obviously, like, it doesn't seem like Ray has any interest in that.
Which is why I'm glad they're playing it out like this, because, in the books, this is not how it, like, is, it doesn't play out like this, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of have to infer certain things from what maesters have told from secondhand accounts. So, I'm really liking how they're playing it up. I'm glad we got to see Vhagar, the largest dragon in the entire story and through the history of this.
I didn't know that he belonged. I didn't know that he belonged to Lena originally. That's really cool.
He did in the book, but it's dope that he did.
Yeah, it's cool that he did, and it's unfortunate that we didn't get to see them hike together at all. But
yeah, we did. We got to see her riding them. That was like the opening shot almost.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just would have liked a couple more episodes where we gotta.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Well, you're gonna see Vhagar a lot.
Yeah.
Big trust. That's a little almost spoiler. That's a teaser. That's a little teaser. Unless you read the books, and then it's just what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like it's been an interesting season so far. I haven't been the biggest fan of these past couple episodes.
This episode was good. I liked how they did the birth scene. Going through things that you never really see during birth scenes on television. And I like how when she was walking through the keep. Yeah,
they were like, look at all this money we spent on this set.
She was walking through the Red Keep and she was bleeding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see the blood trail behind her. Yeah,
I'm like, that's afterbirth. That's what's up. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's just how real it was and how raw it would have been, and if it was to be taking place in that in a time period that was similar to what they go and do on the show. So I just thought that was dope. I thought the whole episode was dope because this episode is as close to Game of Thrones as any of these episodes have been. Because I've been watching Game of Thrones a lot lately, and yeah, this episode was getting back to Game of Thrones roots,
right?
Politics and politicking, talking shit and backstabbing.
Yeah.
That's foreshadowing. Like I saw some foreshadowing. Okay, and now we playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with it. But this is not a Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a show that's supposed to be about a civil war, and I can't wait. It's building up real nice, and I think you're gonna like a lot of these episodes more when we get further into the actual story, especially like season 2.
Probably, yeah. I guess like you having knowing what's happening gives you more to look forward to. But it just seems like stuff's happening right now.
It is, but you got it. Yeah, it is. It is. Stuff is happening. It's all happening. Shout out to the company, man. Hadn't seen it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's like there's interesting stuff happening, but I guess
but also
I'm like you are with
things.
Lord. I'm like you with Lord of the Rings, where I'm just like I don't know what's. I guess like stuff keeps happening, but I don't know what it's leading towards.
Nah, you don't want no spoilers. You know what I'm saying? And you already know what happens in Lord of the Rings, so you don't want no spoilers. So I can't tell you like things that would be, give you further clarity on certain things. So
fair enough.
I'm just saying. So I just feel me, trust me. Pay close attention to what you're paying. Like, don't get lost on it just because you feel like it doesn't mean nothing. Because it's some shit that's gonna be like very foreshadowing.
Fair enough. But guys, thank you guys for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We try to do this every once in a while, so go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little fingers.
Hey,
the force be with you.
And big club feet.